Should be live in a sec here. Reset all of my things. No longer gonna wait.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another week of Henry Hatsworth.
Maybe the last. We'll see.
Yeah, apologies that I wasn't here last week, by the way. I got caught up in so much stuff.
You missed nothing. Oh wait, no, that was last week. You were there for nothing. No, we actually made progress, and we're hopefully gonna make the rest of progress. First of all, there is a secret in this level, and it's unfortunately kind of late, but this one didn't take as long as some of the other World 4 levels, so we'll see. Well, we're off to a killer start.
At least, if that was World 4, you'd be dead.
This is true. Yep. Just trying to rush through this first section here.
As backtracking tends to be. It still just makes me think of Shrewd Castle sewers.
Ah, too early. Up. Wow. That was some forward thinking on that aim there. Just jump straight into a pit.
It was so bad on taking you down there.
And of course it's still around. Up. That's not gonna hit, not even close. That first one is gonna hit, but whatever. We can feel free to have conversation over this. We've seen this before.
Yeah.
Well, I technically haven't because I wasn't here last week, but whatever, it's fine.
It's a sewer level.
Yeah, why do people like always hate the sewer levels? They always say it's like the most boring level.
I mean, I don't think it's terribly
no.
boring. It's just like, we've seen it already.
Yeah.
You want an exciting sewer level? Sewer surfing from TNT Turtles in Time.
That's the really infamous one, right?
I don't even
Yeah,
know how
One.
I don't know how I got that power. Did something match on the bottom screen when I wasn't looking? Gosh.
Probably, it's happened before.
Dang it, this freaking... I keep jumping the gun. Terribly much so on that attack.
I feel like there's a pun to be made there since you have a literal gun.
Freaking hey, you only have to hit him like once. So this really shouldn't be that bad. This is where I'd use the robot if I hadn't accidentally taken
If
too
I
much
had
damage early. Yeah, if I had one! I'll have one briefly. And also shortly. I'm gonna take the bomb, that'll come in handy. How did I not get hit? All those things right around me, how did I not get hit?
Hitboxes. Hitboxes.
Not hitboxes, more like. What was it, that delay on those blocks? Just sort of sat there for a sec. Oh, there was an enemy falling into the puzzle at the same time, that's why.
Also, at least now we know to not use the robot at that part where the ceiling starts coming down.
I don't think I'll get to that point. If I do, I'll
is it
probably have
before
missed
then?
the secret. Hello? Oh, right, there's still more after this. We're only a little bit after this, though. Ugh, that was nearly a hit to the face there. Didn't actually take that heart that I meant to match. Oh, I also forgot I had a bomb.
You know, it's good timing playing this game with all the recent Tetris hype again.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess that happened in that was last week though. We knew about that already.
Oh, but it's still a big craze right now, that's for sure.
This is true. I am, again, like I said last time, no expert Tetriser, but I am
Yeah,
very
same
much
here.
impressed, at least, by what folks are able to do.
I can imagine Tetris 99 is just super addicting.
It's fun. Like, it's fun even if you aren't, like, literally the best at the game.
But it was like me when I got hooked on Mario Odyssey race times, where I was like, man, I gotta get at the top 20.
Top 20. She whiz, I couldn't imagine doing that.
I got 21st, which was very annoying, but hey.
How did that miss? Just love watching those guys do absolutely nothing when I pass by them.
Yeah, what are those guys just... they did the same thing last time.
Last time was just one of them that sat there. This time they both did nothing effective.
Maybe
one...
they only react when you move, specifically.
I have like all the wrong colors to match on this row. Where is anything to match? Oh, there are the blues. There we are. Get those things down in the puzzle. Here's the section. I think I literally said, like, boy, I don't want to accidentally drop through those platforms. Turns out I do.
Yeah, I actually remember that. Wow.
Thankfully, it's not picky about where I land, unlike that other level.
Even I was like, you know, those look like platforms that would drop down at any moment. But no, you had to do that yourself. They sure must have thought that was well hidden.
I forgot to match the two hats in my puzzle.
Wait, are those gone now?
Yes.
Oh.
There went
that
those
sucks.
extra lives. No biggie. Let's...
Well, at least now you know where to grind for lives? Question mark.
Go for this next. Oh, 7,200. Gee whiz. Should have taken the hearts. Anyway. No. Whether this is a level of import, I don't remember. Or of particular difficulty, I should say. Wall kicking with spikes. We've done that before. Wow. We take much less damage from these, though.
Because they're smaller spikes.
Alright, game. You're gonna be so picky about my timing.
Ooh, this looks... Wow, that actually does look pretty hard.
This is quite unnecessarily precise for the first jump in the level.
I mean, it is the last world, to be fair.
Boy, I hope this There's more to this level than this one shaft, but at the same time, I don't. Like, wow.
Don't you love vertical levels where if you fall, you don't die, but then you have to redo the whole level, which is basically worse?
Oh no, I know this is more than one vertical shaft. They wouldn't do that. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to make that jump, I was just resigning myself to have to do that again. She whiz!
I'm sure Mega Man X3 had something like this in the last levels.
Okay. Apparently, the bottom of these platforms are more forgiving than I think they are.
Yeah, you just kind of snap back up them.
There we go. And I'm sure there's more up there. No, there isn't. From the looks of it. What? Hello. Wasn't paying any attention there.
Oh. To be fair, has that ever happened before?
Nope.
Any other level?
We're Wario's castle now. Oh. Alrighty. I should switch to Twitch so I can... Wow. That was a surprisingly permissive bottomless pit.
Yeah, it's a normal bottomless pit, not that boss fight in World 4.
Yeah,
That was
one...
ridiculous.
Oh, how did I even... I missed that one last time.
Yeah, I didn't even see those come down your first time.
I just heard the noise. It was like an eh. It's like, what happened?
I feel like that's supposed to come down and squish the enemies to like teach you, but if you
somehow
rush
I
in,
was not paying enough
takes a while.
attention.
I mean, to be fair, it takes a while for that thing to actually come down.
Well, thanks for the extra life, Spikes of Death. Maybe I should stay off the ground a bit. Okay, maybe I should try to avoid these, like, non-cracked tiles.
It looks mean.
Once again, I didn't get the extra life.
Is there any way to tell which part of the floor, like, cracks under you there?
Yeah, it's the part that doesn't have a pattern on it. But I
okay.
only noticed that after my
Actually,
second
yeah,
death.
I see that now.
I only noticed that after my second death.
This is a lot like Labyrinth Zone from Sonic 1 with those rotating spike things.
Boy, you have barely enough space to get around those. Ah, drat. So long as I miss every other one, I'm in decent shape.
I'm kind of confused as to what makes the ceiling fall down.
It's just a timer, I think. Hello? Projectiles? You want to just not hit that guy? It's cool, I can just aerial him 8 times.
Wow.
The waterfall is kind of canceling my aerials slightly. So I, like, end them slightly sooner. Well, that was entirely on me. Anything you guys been playing recently besides Tetris 99?
Well, I haven't even played Tetris 99.
Me either. I've been playing Bowser's Inside Story for the past couple days.
Inspired by Fat Guy and I and Cappy and such?
Yeah, basically.
Well, I've been watching it because watching it is enough for me, so that I don't have to really get it myself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I watched it because I don't really have any plans to get the remakes.
I'm playing the remake at the moment, and I'm nearly done with it. You will hear more of my opinion to come, but I'm going to try to make this less. I don't know. We'll see what it ends up being, but I hope this ends up being less of a like basically a diff of the two games. That's just all you get when you for commentary. It's like, oh, remember when this was different in the original, and like, believe it or not, Bowser's Inside Story has some merit on its own, like, without like comparing it to the original. Like, the concept has some merit in discussion by itself. Guess we're underwater fighting. That's cool.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Have we seen it at all? This gives me all the time in the world. You know, I should probably use that boomerang shield.
That one world that was full of water, maybe?
And I'm not gonna use that boomerang shield until they start throwing the really hard enemies at me.
What are the really hard enemies, even?
Like that silly one that spits a billion little enemies at me.
We started a level 0 run in TTYD, but haven't gotten very far yet. It's chapter 1/2. What do you expect?
I tried using the robot and I was too close to the ceiling, so it didn't go off initially. It's like Mega Mushroom spawning in New Super Mario Bros. DS. Just like cancels the animation if there's a ceiling above you.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. It's just like, nope, nope, nope. Waiting for that Super Paper Mario stream that Vinny did the other day.
I've still got to catch up a lot of that. Like, I'm midway through the second part. Well, that was... okay. Okay.
Oh, that was a level?
It's like, you found a thing! Wow! It's like, please tell me the thing does something!
It is just for show.
It looks snazzy. Oh, that's cool. That means I get to spam the boomerang special for less than all of my super meter.
Yeah.
Ah, this music. So good.
Was this a clock tower level?
Yeah. Because what is England but Big Ben? Or Teeland?
And T.
Pretty sure this is all just discolored tea in the background.
I didn't realize you had to go through a big sewer area to get to Big Ben.
We don't get to hear much of the music before it's just like, nope, and no level.
Sonic Unleashed basically did the same thing in its Europe-inspired level. Just climb up the, the big clock tower. In most Castlevania games, like the platformers, usually the clock tower is like one of, or the last part of the game.
Alright.
Still need to play one of those.
Dang it. I was hoping those would just take that guy out. So I don't have to actually hit him. I guess I could have done this.
The good old enemy that takes forever to beat because you can barely hit it.
Let this game do that. What now?
It's like the arm anchor
Homing
of the game.
boomerang.
I saw this thing in my recommendations, this like Pokemon Hard Gold 0 EXP run that looked pretty interesting.
What does 0 EXP entail?
0 EXP basically means you go through the game with a 0 EXP code so you don't gain experience.
Oh.
It's exactly
It's like,
what it
pretty
sounds.
sure that's not a thing you can actually do.
Yeah, it's a cheat.
Literally every fight gives you experience. You have to like just trash every Pokemon you get.
No, you have to use fright masks.
Well, that was a waste of 2 hearts. Unless I needed them, in which case I meant to do that. Hey, look at this. Clock parts in our clock tower.
I would imagine you'd have to rely on catching a lot of Pokemon in the wild at the highest level and utilizing their movesets. Also plenty of TM usage as well.
Alright, game. Got a
And
bit of the
X
Mega
games.
Man disappearing platform thing going on here.
I was like, oh, what is this reminding me of? That's exactly what this is.
I mean, at least these are nice, and you can wall kick off them.
I don't know why they're so like despised in Mega Man games. You just remember a
Did
pattern,
literally the same thing twice. Wah, wah, wah. This music is so good. Better hope I have my like audio sync set up correctly. Where is this? Is this leading backwards to a secret chest, or did I go this way already?
Are you actually gonna find a blue chest after how many parts?
Well, we lost all that progress. It's just gonna put me right through the enemy section again.
Oh gosh.
Dang it, I want to know what that way is, but now I may be locked out of it.
I don't know what you would do there against that guy.
This, probably. Just anything that stuns him on the edge of the platform. Oh, 2 little chests? Really? I mean, to be fair, that's a lot of...
Couldn't have even
I also
been
get
the blue
my,
one, huh?
my choice of weapon and a good number of gems, so I mean, it's something. Just as well.
It's like something from a Sonic level where you'd find a secret passage and leads you to a bunch of monitors or shields or whatever.
I disagree with that game. I very much disagree with that one. I don't. That was on me. That one was definitely me. I was like, I don't remember this being up last time. Now I wonder if that's just set to be like clockwork and I just happened to catch it down both times. My giant downward swing beat yours. Now I have to deal with those dang things coming out of the ground again.
What killed that big guy right there?
Oh, just the screen transition. It started this.
Oh, that kills him? That's kind of funny.
Kills any enemies already on the screen sometimes, yeah.
I'd rather die than get locked off the screen.
I'm gonna have to
So what
have...
other level has a secret in this world?
Dang it! I hit X, just not quite in time. This level, actually. They front load them all.
Yeah, they're early on this time.
I don't think we... Gosh, I hate these things. I have no good way to hit them at the moment.
These are like Armags if Armags just flew in the air for several seconds.
They're just way too high to hit. One uppercut is enough to dispatch him. Get out of the way. There we... Nope, that wasn't enough that time.
That's weird.
I probably did some other attack or something and forgot about it. Thankfully I hit him when he was coming out of the ground that time. We're just taking unnecessary damage after unnecessary damage here.
To be fair, they look like they hit pretty hard.
They do, it's just I shouldn't be getting hit this many times. I'd rather not die, and I'm nearly at a full bar here.
So other games that I've been playing aside from Bowser's Inside Story, I've also been doing quite a bit of Pokemon Stadium.
I never did have those games.
If I can take
Look like
contact damage and survive, then I'm not convinced I can. There we go. Just hit something when I'm safe. I know I won't take more than a heart. Just damage boost to full SP. I think this always starts down.
Yeah, it starts down and they don't expect you to come back, do they?
Let alone twice. No, I don't have to worry about you. I didn't think I was gonna hit that. I pulled back. The actual way we're supposed to go is through this thing, I'm pretty sure. Just missed it. This is not trivial to do from this side. I think you're intended to do it from the other side.
I don't know, this looks fun though, I can't explain why. It just looks like a fun platforming challenge.
There we go. She whiz, just barely missed it twice.
It's fun until it's not.
That shouldn't have taken that long. Is this a wall? Yes. Shouldn't have done that third hit. Hey, an extra life. I'll take it. And I do mean I'll actually take it this time.
Yeah.
I thought that would kill. But you can't hide in... I mean, you can, I guess.
Yeah, I saw that. He's just stuck in there. Somehow.
Ah. Gee whiz. Can we not put two of these sections right on top of one another?
To be fair, that's just really bad luck.
Just trying to avoid that guy. There we go. I assume this takes me in the next screen. There'll be no more of that to deal with, let alone twice.
See,
No.
at least Mega Man disappearing blocks don't go on for that long.
I don't see how that's a good thing. Good old contact damage.
I haven't seen these enemies in a while.
No. Look how the clock sounds are still going on in the background of this bottom screen. How did I get that much? I mean, I'm not complaining, I guess.
It did the same thing in that Weaselbee fight where it just played the annoying sound effect.
I mean, like, clock sounds or like, machinery things are not that
More
unpleasant to
ear-pleasing.
sound. Oh, hello. I'm gonna hope that wouldn't have been able to kill me. But who knows?
Only if you backtrack somehow.
Yeah, here's where I, like, completely ignore what the game is telling me to do. Oh, great. This music started. It's like, hooray, we're back in World 4.
World 4 music here?
It's just puzzle world music again. It's like, oh
Huh,
boy, and that's
weird.
when you know you're in for crazy platforming shenanigans.
Well, this level's already been pretty platforming.
Alrighty, game, you win this
Pretty
time.
platformy. Need to think of a better adjective for that.
I'm gonna land, and I'm probably gonna land on that projectile.
Me when I'm fighting against a Simon.
It's just not worth trying to shoot those guys. Trying to damage boost through these guys, and it's not working very well.
Yeah, I think the problem is that you just... It looks like you fall really fast in this game.
Oh, good. That Thunderbolt will help immensely.
This reminds me of that, like, flip-out galaxy from Galaxy 2.
Okay, no it won't. Oh, I didn't match it, that's why. It's like, it didn't even do anything. Oh, I thought that would just one-hit kill those guys, apparently not. Apparently every single type of projectile was in there. That's not what I intended to fire. What do I actually want? I don't even know.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Probably the boomerang. Too late now.
Curious if that shield will block projectiles.
Which?
The boomerang one.
I think they collide. I think that happened earlier in this level. I do like how very tiny the hitboxes on these things are. I'll get to... I'm not sure which of these is better for this level. I'm almost positive that the boomerang is for next.
Definitely not the bomb, then. Boy, this section sure looks like it goes on a while.
Yeah, apparently.
Like, actually, though.
What? Oh. There's a projectile inside the block. It's like, gee whiz, game. Cut me a break. Every time I move, one of these blocks disappears. I really don't want to lose any more progress that I've already lost.
I could see this being frustrating.
It is not too bad. It just keeps on going.
Like that one room in 7-2 in Super Paper Mario.
Yeah, except that time you only have, like, enemies spawning out of nowhere.
A couple dry bones.
I really should have.
Which, to be fair, have knocked me down a few times.
That was not the direction I expected to be knocked. And I forgot which direction it was. This just literally keeps on going. Keep forgetting that's a bomb. Not a useful projectile.
You're not even out of the level yet, either.
At least I don't have to do this room but once. Yeah, this bomb is totally worthless. Knocked so far sideways, it's just impossible to do anything useful.
It's funny how in the first secret level, you were like, oh man, the bomb is going to be so useful in this vertical section. But here,
it would have been then, because those guys didn't have as wide a range. At least the bomb, when it's that big, does actually pierce the,
Yeah, I keep forgetting you can't just hit these guys, can you?
With what?
Just in a regular attack or something.
Well, I can, it's just sometimes it doesn't work. Such riveting commentary. I can, except sometimes it doesn't work. It's like, I swear if you put an enemy gauntlet after all of that. Can you die in this section by running into that pit? That's the real question.
It becomes a Contra or any game that does that sort of thing.
Just die with the end music playing. Da 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 death. Oh, fun! The platform auto scroller.
Isn't there a thing where like Proton John died in that transition where he's falling from the airship or something?
Hmm?
I don't
Oh,
know
from a randomizer maybe, if we're talking about Mario 3.
I
Yeah.
don't think Proton John was doing.
Or not a randomizer, but the thing where the audience is able to input commands. This is going to be such a ridiculous amount of super meter. I got nearly the whole meter on that one thing. Those gems.
So this
I don't
is
want them
basically
that
a
badly,
snake block
apparently.
level.
Say what? Sorry?
This is basically a snake block level, isn't it?
Yeah, just with a very
Just
short
with a
snake.
smaller platform.
I should probably be hitting these guys so I can actually pick up what they drop. Like that extra life, that would have been nice.
Boy, this stream does not want you to get those extra lives.
Mostly it's been me. I like how these guys only drop one gem, too.
Oh, there it is again. Gaim? What's a gaim?
Rather than deal with those guys shooting me in the other direction. Well, that did nothing.
I like how one of the recommended channels on the side on Twitch is recommending me someone who's playing the 1000-Year Door. It's like it knows.
I've played it before. On Twitch, I don't think.
You may have heard of it.
Ooh, wasn't paying attention. Nearly got shot in the back.
Yeah, the very last level in Sonic Advance 3 was literally just basically this. Just you on a small platform, basically doing nothing but just dodging this sort of stuff.
thought that would kill in one hit, or else I would have... What?! You do not get to ride my platform! Go away! She whiz. Just imagine if I had to deal with that.
Stuck on there.
Imagine if you had to do that the entire level. What did I get hit by?
It's like in one of the new Super Mario Bros. Levels where that, like, piranha plant gets
Oh!
stuck on your platform.
I want that. Alright, game. You win. That is so mean. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, those lives will be your undoing.
I was watching the instant replay on YouTube. Should switch to Twitch.
Why did
that
that
way.
guy knock you back?
Because I jumped. Does the third guy always give an extra life?
Is there like a formula to this, like in some
Oh, yeah.
of the games where it's like the 8th enemy you kill will give you a bomb or something?
Yeah, something 10th bomb NES nonsense.
Yeah. Something that's needlessly complicated.
Like how these guys are just totally worthless. once I've passed them. There's
Famous last words, but...
no reason for me to be jumping at this point.
Yeah, I feel like the last thing you want to do in this level is jump. But hey, this is the last secret in the game, right?
Yes, it is. So from this point on, it's just normal playing of levels. I feel like that same exact thing happened last time. I got hijacked by a different platform.
Makes me curious if this is what they like intended to be the hardest level in the game.
I don't think it is. I think I'm just dying in really dumb ways. Sure, now that I'm actually smartly placing all of these shots, you're not dropping any items.
That's always how it goes, huh?
What did I just do? What was that animation? I don't even know what that was.
It's like you fired a shot, but one of the projectiles like collided with it. I have no idea.
Sigh. Just any one of these things has enough knockback to push me out of this, apparently. Like, I didn't even jump that time. I'm gonna be very sad if I run out of lives on this level.
What even happens when you get a game over?
I don't know.
You lose all your golden coins. I'm still surprised how punishing that is in Mario Land 2.
You lose all of your suit parts. I knew that was gonna happen. I don't know why I jumped.
And then you gotta specifically go fight the bosses again.
Yeah, see why the boomerang might have been useful?
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, I think the bomb is better for this.
Oh, I don't think that would... I don't think any of those are gonna stop knockback.
Oh, but the bomb at least has some range. It's some vertical range. Like for this. The same thing happened. I
Yeah,
hit
like
A
like
twice.
a 20-degree arc.
I hit A twice in quick succession, and it like made this random burst.
Like explosion. Like, where we discover a new maneuver after how long?
Yeah, but it didn't do anything. Like, and I tried to do it again, and it didn't do anything. Maybe it's like some like crystal flash type thing where you have to be at exactly half of your SP with like full health. Or it's like a sword beam thing, maybe. Nah.
And you can't have a single block in your puzzle.
Yeah, you have to do a full clear.
Yeah.
A T-spin? Nah.
I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
Doesn't mean anything in Tetris attack rules. A T-spin is like when you do things to fit a T-block where it normally wouldn't fit and end up clearing lines. Almost jumped into that again. Take the hit. I hit that way too soon.
This game sure loves enemies with skulls on them, like something Dr. Wily would make.
That was sad. That was very sad to watch. Should have just switched into robot mode.
Both those bombs just just barely missing. Hey, look, solid ground.
Should really be using my bombs to preemptively hit these guys. It's not like they're even that hard to aim at.
And I wonder if you'd actually be able to stand on that cloud up there.
Probably. At least kill in one hit. Whoop, that one I missed.
You know, this level just kind of like suddenly made me think of the Sandbird from Sunshine. And then I thought of... and then, oh, just an auto-scroller on a single platform.
There's a bit of a size difference.
And then I thought of when Vinny did his, and that weird mod he was using, like 60 FPS, basically made the Sandbird move at twice the speed somehow. It was so weird.
Okay, these guys are actually aiming at me this time.
Sandbird level can just blow it, honestly.
It's not that bad once you get used to it, but...
I know, but it's still bad.
Once you know to stand on the neck. After that, it's basically just a waiting game, so it's not even the most interesting level.
The most annoying part is just getting all the blue ones in your first pass.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I
I haven't played Sunshine in years, and I still remember most, if not all, the details about it.
just like that final guy dropping the hat into the abyss.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like, thanks, game.
It's like, if you're gonna beat the level, we might as well spite you.
Alright, time to beat this for real and actually follow the instructions. It's like, why am I fighting these guys? They're just gonna disappear in a second anyway. Oh, I have boomerangs now.
Because comboing is probably pretty addicting. Are projectile weapons, like, can they be random drops from enemies, like any enemy?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't, like, noticed a pattern to when you get those drops.
Wasn't intending to match that, but okay, game, if you say so. I like how these guys are just trying to microspace me. They just back up when I'm approaching him.
Yeah.
Well, it's apparently working.
Still, they don't look like the hardest enemies to deal with.
Oh, I remember these being, like, ridiculous the first time through the game, but, like, they're really not that bad. I like how those four guys are just there. like, why are they even there? Are they there to bait you into waiting? So you just, like, naturally go up that without putting yourself at risk, or what?
I think it's supposed to be like your first time you get there, you're like, oh shoot, I'm about to get hit, and then the thing goes up, and you're like, oh, never mind. It's like a set piece or something.
I'm just aiming for all of the wrong things. Oh wow, that actually was much cleaner than last time. He says, taking a totally unnecessary hit.
Hey, as long as it doesn't cause death, I think it's fun.
I don't understand why sometimes that kills and sometimes it doesn't.
I don't really understand the timing for these things.
What things?
They just kind of look like they
the disappearing things?
Move
yeah.
in and out. Yeah. I can't really see like a consistent timing for them. Hey, at least you don't have to go up that vertical shaft again. Unless there's another one on the main path.
Why is this section here? Like, I can wall kick here. What good does it do me?
So you can see what's ahead, I guess?
Oh, tell me these don't move. Some of this has to move. None of it moved, apparently. I don't know if I just got lucky.
No, I think that was just a wall jump challenge.
It'll be moving later in the level, trust me.
Yeah, when you least expect it.
What's the point of this? Just waiting to get crushed in some totally unceremonious way. What? Okay.
Yeah, no, this looks like way more forgiving than like those later World 4 levels when it comes to being crushed.
So I'm gonna wait for the next time around on that.
This level actually does look kind of fun though.
The awkward one skull out. Is Miles around?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, who?
I had not seen him.
Yeah, no, Miles isn't here.
Do I sound like Miles?
Kinda, but not really.
Up. Oh, okay. It's like, up, how? Uh-oh. Never mind, there's nothing here. I guess I was meant to go this way.
Sorry, nothing.
Sorry, nothing.
This is still one of my like just favorite still images.
I mean, there's just way more enemies this way. Clearly, this must be the right way. Well, we actually match these properly. I expected that to do way more damage to them.
Eh, don't worry about it, Snow Golem. It's fine.
He was here for Super Metroid. I don't know if you were around for that stream.
New enemy? Nope.
Nope, it's just this guy again.
I should really just... I tried the robot when I didn't quite have full power, which I should have known I didn't have because I
Oh, there's
just
Miles.
used some energy.
Yo, what's up,
Is there a way on Twitch to see like who's viewing the stream? I forget.
Don't know.
Yeah, you click the viewer icon, like the person icon. So
This is totally the way one's meant to do this. Just poke those guys one at a time.
Nothing happens when I click on it.
it should show a viewer list.
I mean, it's not a big deal. I was just like, didn't Twitch have a viewer list somewhere? And I couldn't remember where to find it.
The robot didn't knock everything so far away.
Yeah, you're gonna have a situation again where there's an enemy slightly off screen you can't see.
Oh yeah, like the one that was literally just
that.
sitting there doing nothing. I was like, hello, game.
Game?
Didn't know I was standing on a floor. Wait, can you go further up that way? Doesn't look like it. I mean, it does, but it... Why is that one random block there? So much unnecessary damage trying to scope that out.
Doesn't even look like you can slide down the spikes, like even when you're invincible.
Oh yeah, you definitely can't. But I thought there was like a platform midway up and there's like this ring of spikes, so that would imply there's something up there.
Just decoration, I guess, or probably another pathway or something you could backtrack to. Don't forget to actually get those lives.
Yeah, there's probably a chest I can backtrack to. Probably meant to hit that switch. Oh, this keeps going.
Okay, now this really makes me think of Labyrinth Zone.
Reminds me of that silly level in Subspace with Samus and Pikachu.
Oh, yeah, I hated that section.
It was something.
Hope you know where these platforms go, or else
Especially,
you're gonna die.
yeah, especially in intense mode. You're just instantly dead if you don't jump off the frame you get to somewhere.
Yeah, I always forget, like, some things move faster in intense mode.
Just whiffed so many times there.
I don't know what you got hit by there, but that did a lot of damage.
Probably the spear. Hey, how about that? That guy's actually in a place I can reach him. Use the hearts yet.
A reasonable placement.
And now I can use the hearts.
But at first I thought you meant the spear guys.
It'd be great if I just took him up to this area. Just every time I respawn here. It must be near the top. They don't typically put clock faces just up the middle of the tower. This is like a baby version of that shaft we went up last time because these blocks don't disappear. These guys still have way too much knockback, though.
If it were me, I would just, like, knowing me, I'd probably just be trying to, like, bum rush this section.
Oh, now I can wait because I know I can stand on these blocks. So long as there's not something directly shooting at me. This looks like that, what's the name of the second Bowser stage in Galaxy? Matter, the Dark Matter one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It really is like this, huh?
Gravity is not actually changing. The enemies down here I have to get rid of.
Well, TF2 Scout. Gravity. Who gives a crap about gravity?
I should really try playing that sometime. I've had like a recent interest in team-based shooters, even though I'm a little late on this trend.
TF2, the hot new.
Yeah, the game everyone's playing right now.
I played TF2 for a number of years, and I fell out of favor for it quite a few years ago.
I mean, it's free to play, so I literally can't complain.
Yeah, but a lot of the community servers are just, they're garbage, and everyone's toxic as all.
I mean, it sounds like a team-based shooter. Also, I really want to play Zero Mission sometime.
Yeah, I might play it at some point in the future. It's on the Wii U VC, isn't it? I think I might already have it, in fact.
Yeah, I can never remember which GBA games actually are on there. I know a lot of the Mega Man Battle Network games are. I should play those, actually.
Just got off and did the loop again. Oh, this guy.
I was worried that was going to crush you there.
So, among other things I've been doing, I watched one of my longest time friends actually play through Kingdom Hearts.
If I ever get a PS4, I'll try playing that series maybe someday.
It's really good.
I need to stop matching.
I didn't know this guy was here.
Oh, that's problematic. Yellow, right? color sequence is the same as in that the blocks in Puzzle World, and now it's gonna turn red, which I can't do anything about. For now, at least.
I don't even know what I'd call that color, to be honest. Like maroon, maybe? I don't know.
Dang, I messed that up. Get that out of the way, can I? Oh, now I definitely can't do it. Oh no, I still... I want to try to single combo him out of here, but I don't think I can. How do I still have this robot, and why is it still at full power? So many block matches I made, I guess.
I mean, that's literally what this mini-boss is, so...
Oh, I just spent that entire time in robot mode.
Well, that was a mini-boss. Seeing a clock with Roman numerals, you know what always bugs me?
What,
Whenever
the
one of
4?
those clocks has... Yeah, the 4, yes. When they get it wrong. That always bothers me.
IV, not VI, you idiots.
No, it's more like
No, I mean, sometimes it's the 4 eyes.
that's so you don't read it backwards if it's like IV and VI are like weirdly at the bottom of the
Yeah, but
There's a problem if you happen to be, I don't know, like going up this clock tower and seeing the face from the reverse.
But it's still incorrect.
Hello, chimney that I didn't realize was in the way. Oh, I want this for sure. If I know those orange guys are in this level, I definitely want this.
Oh, Snow Golem Kirby, I mean, Zero Mission is just Metroid 1. I don't think there's anything to spoil there. Yeah,
in general, the game is like literally, what, like 16 years old for the remake?
I mean, Metroid's 1's plot is literally the same as Super Metroid's, more or less.
Well, okay.
Just without the big Metroid.
I wasn't gonna bother. I wasn't just gonna try to skip that guy, but if the game insists.
We're just gonna hold him up here for you.
Wait, these guys are actually well placed.
At least you can all jump to save yourself.
I was actually watching a quote-unquote 100% speedrun of Mario Golf Toadstool earlier. I don't know why. I just felt
How do you speedrun that game? Well, I guess there's a main campaign.
You go through all the tournaments, the character matches.
Yeah. This guy is not gonna know what hit him. Oh, it feels so satisfying to kill one of those guys before they even have a chance to do anything.
It's like 100% in Toadstool Tour doesn't have you get all the 3 matches. That's actually in the max percent category.
100% versus max percent.
101%. Got a good
well,
Donkey
that
Kong
is a thing
game.
In some games. Or Crash games. Or Spyro, I think.
And Donkey Kong Country.
I was listening to some DKC music last night, and I'm just like, why is this soundtrack where you play as some monkeys like this? It's insanely good.
Like actually legit awesome, because Rareware knows their shit.
Like I'm playing as 2 monkeys who just want their bananas back, but this is some of the most ear-pleasing music I've ever heard in my life.
Just heard what's the name? 8-Bit Big Band just put up a piano band jazz thing cover of Aquatic Ambience today. So good.
Aquatic Ambience is pretty good. I forget.
I like the water theme from DKC 3. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like Flight of the Zinger. That's good stuff.
I don't even know how the water. Well, I don't know much of the Donkey Kong 3 soundtrack. For the SNES or GBA, that well. Because those are different
I'm only
soundtracks.
talking about SNES. I didn't even know the GBA had totally different songs.
Just for 3. Yeah, 2...
That's odd.
Like, I thought there couldn't possibly be a better soundtrack than 1, but, like, 2 gives it a run for its money. There are some really...
I mean, all 3 of them are just so good. It's... You can hardly even compare them.
The funny thing is just 2 uses way less ambient music.
Yeah, it's a lot more like, what's the word, energetic, I guess.
Just the melodies are so memorable I mean, the original has memorable tunes and melodies too, but like they're just so hummable in 2. Like the Mining Melancholy is my favorite, personally. And Hothead Bop.
It's funny whenever I listen to DKC music, I'm like, wait, I've heard this music before. It's in like so many Mario World ROM hacks. For some reason, Mario World ROM hacks love using DKC music.
Yeah.
Not that I can blame them.
I mean, it's SNES music, technically.
I always like hearing music in the Mario World sound font. Because it's just so distinct.
Ah! Have we seen this guy in orange before? If we have, it's been a while.
I thought they've always been orange.
These were pink most places.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the cannons. No, those guys, haven't seen those in orange.
Funny if it were just like you saw it for the first time like in this level. Just like they didn't give it a proper introduction like they have every other enemy in the game, recolor or otherwise.
I mean, it's not like it looks that different.
It's orange. That completely changes how one approaches it.
Yeah, orange isn't my favorite color, to be honest.
Yeah, don't target that guy. He's easy to hit. Oh, these guys can't really do much.
Late game recolors are supposed to be like, you know, dark and edgy color schemes.
They started with all the darkish blue palettes at the beginning of the game.
You're doing it backwards.
In fact, basically every recolor is a brighter colored version of the original in this.
Does Zero Mission have like a lot of sequence breaks? That game is more open.
Than the original? I
Metroid.
think so. Miles Luigi would know better, I'm sure. Sigh. At least I didn't die because it's a vertical screen. And there's plenty of ground beneath. Yep. Dang it! This is just set up so I, like, fall off of this, like... Okay.
I don't know, I feel like anything in Metroid is fair game when it comes to sequence breaks. You still have a lot of time to get back on that.
Gosh, why are these taking so many hits from these? I meant to aim low. What? Oh, platforms. It wouldn't attack the ones at the top of the screen. Which, I mean, I guess that'll save me some trouble in a sec. Yes, I have plenty of hearts in the puzzle. This is keep him stun locked on the trampoline. That is a very large text box. What does it say? Chazodia and such. Yeah, all this Metroid talk is lost on me.
I mean, kind of same, but I know I can get the general idea of what he's talking about.
Yep. Oh. This is like that World 2 secret. I just cannot hit things in the middle of a jump. I definitely want this.
Oh god, it's Bounce Man stage.
Put this at the top of this freaking level. Why not? Okay, I'm dead if I don't match to full.
This is good. This is actually good practice for Mega Man 11. They do this exact same thing for one of the mini bosses.
Can I get all the way full so I can just robot and not have to deal with this nonsense? That would be ideal. Nice. And then the robot just pops the balloons. Just love how it goes straight from like absolutely dead to
cannot possibly die.
Yeah, nearly full health in a robot suit. Wait, why do I only have 5 hearts? Did I do it so immediately after I
guess so? Huh.
Please tell me it'll give me 7 after this, because I should be in super mode. It's gonna just, like, somehow keep me at 1. Oh, right, because I used it, like, immediately before I even transformed into young Hatsworth. That's gonna be so dumb if I, like, come out of this at 1 health.
This looks like it'd be really hard without the robot, though.
Yeah, slightly. Thankfully, I have so much stuff in the puzzle that I can just immediately mash. No? It's just so weird that it showed me 5 hearts that whole time.
This game looks like it'd be a real feat to do these levels no damage.
This is an unfortunate situation over here on the left.
Yeah. Don't mind those guys just hanging out there.
Gotta be near the end, surely.
They're just there having a good time.
Not at the end yet. Oh gosh. This guy.
Is this new?
Maybe the stun will be enough to kill him.
So what is that? Is he basically a Lakitu?
Yeah. Dang it! Oh, you can land next to that guy. I didn't know that. These have lips to them.
I love those guys on these narrow platforms. They're just like turning back and forth super fast.
Yeah. At least they're doing a decent job of not killing me. That's appreciated.
Yeah, this is not World 4.
I still have so many enemy blocks left in the puzzle from that that gauntlet.
Wow. That's kind of ridiculous, Snowball, I'm not gonna lie.
Looked like a sideways wall kick from the momentum I got from that.
I remember having the walk through walls cheat for the DS Pokemon games. That was something that was always fun.
Can we talk about how that guy like just skated right over that bit?
I think I might have missed
that. Just go straight from that into robot mode.
There's no kill like overkill.
Please let me. So much overkill, he didn't even get to spawn those. He didn't even get to spawn the mini versions of himself. This has to be near the end.
What level hasn't ended with an enemy gauntlet in a while?
I don't know that any ever have.
You know? Yeah, like
Oh no, there's the
not counting
chase
secrets.
sequence in that one level with the fish, and that's about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Did I just immediately go to 5 HP in one hit?
I don't think so, but those bombs, I think, do
Line
2
that up,
hearts of
right?
damage. Have we seen these bomb guys before? They look familiar.
Yeah, we've seen them before. Just not completely out of reach.
Yeah. What level was that? I don't actually remember, though.
Some midway through World 3.
Yeah, sounds about right.
This had better not just continue going on. Till I manage to kill him. Like, I can't hit him from here. Nor can I hit the other thing that found its way onto the platform.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to kill that guy, but he's stuck there.
Well, no, he's supposed to be up there.
Oh, is he not supposed to drop down at some point?
No, I don't think so. The ballerina thing is not supposed to be up there, I'm pretty sure.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Alright. Cool, we'll just break out the robot for the second time. As soon as you come back on the screen.
I mean, why not?
What a silly situation. Just continue as normal.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that one enemy wasn't supposed to get stuck up there.
That could have been really obnoxious if I'd been any lower on health.
Yeah, I know, right?
On super meter, rather. Please be the end. Thank you. Okay, no hats in the puzzle. Just had to check. Yeah, we're just about maxed out on all the upgrades that are of any use at all. I say accidentally exiting the shop before buying anything.
So, like, which ones are the ones you always get? The hearts, obviously. What was the other one?
S-meter bonus. Now normal blocks are going to give me 3 per match instead of 2 units.
Ooh,
out of,
nice.
like, I forget what the total is, like 250 or something. I've already maxed out melee strength and health. So that's the next most important thing.
I literally just noticed that Johnny Bravo is now our shopkeeper.
Yeah, that happened last time.
Oh, yeah, you missed some important plot stuff. This guy allegedly kidnapped Cole, or at least persuaded him to come along and help him with his research.
Is this like his palace or something?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the level that I showed like this massive 99 combo on in that video I made forever ago, just showing how to use the standard moveset to most effectively combo, and I'm doing absolutely none of that now. This is what happens when you don't combo. Just everything bunches up on you at once. There's also the
reminds me of how Epic Yarn.
Uh-oh. Discord again? Ah. Hold up a sec.
Probably just internet, actually.
Oh. Well, thanks. What about Epic Yard?
It reminds me of how that game ended with DDD's Castle, or Palace's its last level.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. How did this get so full? Also, how did I just match 2 lightning bolts at once? just emptied the entire middle part of the puzzle. Hello, guy from the left side of the screen. You definitely didn't exist a second ago. Yeah, this level, as I remember, is just enemies everywhere.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, honestly, is one of the tamer level themes. Well, I knew there was something down there. I didn't remember where exactly.
As you, fell into the only pit in this level, probably.
I feel like this is the only level where those things just spawn from off-screen, despite not having existed before.
Yeah, I've seen that sort of thing done in games before, where, like, enemies, randomly spawn from the side of the screen. I know they do that in some Metal Slug stages.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a Metal Slug thing to do.
Yeah.
Why is this even here? Wait, can you wall kick over this wall? No. Like, 2 of my 3 moves have enough backwards range to hit that guy, and the 3rd one does not.
Did you get any, like, ability after finishing World 4? I don't remember. Not counting the robot, I mean.
After World 4, I don't think so.
I was gonna say, I don't think you've gotten, like, a new ability or anything.
Not since the dash. But I've been using a lot of the dash.
I feel like this level looks like a lot easier to just damage boost past everything.
It's easier if you just take things one at a time rather than trying to rush through. Notice that guy. Last time I wouldn't have died. I just wasn't paying attention to my super meter and I assumed I had enough after that combo. This time, let's try to actually get to that secret area underneath there.
Why are the secrets always on the bottom paths in this game?
Sigh. I'm surprised the spikes didn't outright kill me, honestly. Do I not keep any of the gems that I get if I die? How did I only just realize this? So what?
So they don't work like star bits. That's a shame.
How did I only just now realize this? No wonder I didn't remember getting as many of the upgrades my first time through. despite dying more. This guy actually aims, unlike most of these guys. This time I'll wait for the platform rather than doing what I did last time.
Yeah, they probably don't intend you to drop down there.
Hey man, if the game's gonna let me come down here via that way, I'm gonna do it. It's faster that way. Like one of the later levels in Super Mario 74. It's like all this platforming I could do to like safely get down here. It's like, but you've oriented the level so you start at the top. So of course I'm gonna jump down.
What's that game, Super Mario 74?
I did not even realize this guy was in the puzzle because he spawned off screen. Now those guys are already at the top. Great. And I have like no safe ground. This is actually problematic. Yeah, 74 is like just knockback.
Oh, but like the first time you got hit in the air, but then you fell straight down.
Every enemy has its own flavor of physics.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Those green guys are like really good at aiming in this level compared to prior. Yeah, Mario 74 is one of the earliest like full game scale hacks. And it's kind of crusty compared to like what one sees.
Of what game? Mario World or something?
Mario 64.
Oh, okay.
It's got one of the oldest games with like
it's either one of those two.
Full level model hacks and like a full 120 plus stars.
I'm aware of Mario Star Road.
Yeah, that came a couple of years later, I think. 74 was 09. I think Star Road was 11.
I mean, I can really appreciate all the work that went into Star Road, but wow, does it look like it's a little too difficult for its own good sometimes.
I think Star Road handles difficulty better than literally every other full game Mario 64 hack,
wrong.
Which doesn't say much. Like, most of them don't really play to the strengths of the 64 engine, which are not platforming levels over giant pits.
Or at least super precise ones.
Wow, this isn't even where the blue chest is. I mean, at least I got an extra life out of it, but I died like 3 times.
They just kind of gave up on those blue chests, didn't they?
No, I know there's one in this level. That's the only reason I went this way. Apparently it's at a later point in this level. This is the last level I know of one existing in, and it has like the most gems of any of them. Just hear the gears turning in my head when I try to pronounce that word. I don't know why that word in particular.
Which word?
Gem.
Oh, gem. Yeah.
It's like only about 50% of the time.
Gotta get those gems, man.
Guess I'm playing this way through the level.
I like the background through the windows, it looks nice there.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention because every time you mention it, it's just like bricks. Oh yeah, you can see.
I sure do love those cobblestone brick patterns.
Yeah, they only had so much space to work, man. Like, these are state-of-the-art bricks for this dense
They do
sprite
look
work
very
game.
brand new.
It's a well-kept mansion. Weaselby knows his stuff. Also, am I missing something? Should there be like a platform or something here? Or am I really expected to get up here via this?
Well, that's not a good position.
Alright, let's take the top path this time. It's like, how am I supposed to get up from here?
I actually have no idea there.
Presumably I missed what I was supposed to do earlier.
I was about to say, it looks like they intend for you to, like, backtrack from the right side.
I
But
jumped
no,
down
the sign
to
was
get there.
pointing towards the right. So I don't know.
I mean, that's where the paths meet up. Gee whiz, so many enemies on the screen. Just let's ignore them all, please. Okay, fine. You know what? You asked for that. The things I do to try to be faster.
Yeah, right.
Don't end up making me much faster, sadly. I barely landed there. I meant to do that damage boost and that one. All part of my plan. Look at that smooth movement. That's exactly what I meant to do as well. Alright. I feel like we haven't seen these things rotate all the way around. It's mostly been like pendulum
Usually
patterns.
a lot smaller. All the ones I've seen so far move that way.
Maybe I'm mistaken then, yeah. They are shorter at the very least. Let's get out of this first room.
This
Look,
is like
progress.
This is like a Castlevania level with these kind of staircases.
Good thing I can jump while on them.
Yeah. They're the absolute worst in Castlevania 3.
Usually there was a thing in every Castlevania.
Well, they are, but 3 especially is just like, let's just make these levels full of staircases so you're pretty much defenseless.
Maybe I should take these hearts so I don't just immediately lose all that super meter. So many different paths. Oh, there's the blue
Gotta
chest.
get that replay value. Or they could just end in dead ends usually.
Oh, I thought that would kill that guy. Just assumed he no longer existed. Got like a staircase maze going on here. Do I trust the sign or do I go left?
Do I trust the big pointy sign?
Oh, there's a blue chest. But then again, the blue chest is that way. Maybe I do. Oh, I probably
Maybe
dropped
there's
through
some
here.
super complicated path to go around to the chest, who knows?
Well, it's not dropping down. Why is my jump slightly too short to reach these platforms? I am gonna die if I don't have enough stuff to power up here, which I almost certainly do. Death by contact damage would be like the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, falling off those looks like it's really punishing.
Look at these frames.
But to be fair, it's the last few levels.
Savor the frames. Maybe the final level, the final 99 combo you might see.
Yeah. Gotta get one in.
Got a few streams. I mean, kind of cheating turning on slowdown for that, though. Wait, that's how the game's meant to run? Never mind. Gee whiz. 11 hits to take down that guy. See, the one time I skip a path
he looks like...
is gonna be the time that I, like, miss the blue chest.
It looks like he's meant to be, like, the beefiest enemy in the game.
Oh, he apparently is.
In terms of health, at least. So you have upgrades that your melee attacks deal more damage, right?
Yeah, like almost half more at this point.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I can't imagine how long they would take without those.
17 combo for every one of them. Upgradeless run of Hatsworth? When?
Yeah, low level run. Hey, you'd be surprised how much runs like that can totally change a game. It's like doing 3 hard runs in Zelda, or low percent runs. Oh, okay, now we're in Wario's castle, right?
How so?
That W emblem just looks exactly like Wario.
Oh, yeah.
Like, identical. This was Wario in disguise the whole time.
I like how those guys just split up and went for 2 different enemies. I don't understand why sometimes I can shoot 2 boomerangs, but other times I can only shoot 1.
At the very least, you don't have to aim for that middle guy there.
Hmm? Oh, the eye?
Yeah, just let the boomerang do it.
That's the intent, but these do not want to get powered up. There we go. Really should have just used the robot. Good night does this guy take some hits.
Yeah, right? I was like, I don't remember these guys being so beefy.
Oh. Missed the blue chest. Don't really care at this point. Just finish the level.
We need like some game where there's a literal sponge enemy that's an HP sponge.
I mean, that's basically what these are, right?
It sounds like the perfect Earthbound enemy.
Let's just switch to this. I like I was invincible from that spear. Just passed right through me while I was doing that.
You have no hitbox, that's nice. It's like the sword weapon in Mighty No. 9 that totally breaks the game because when you're swinging the sword, you don't have a hitbox. Oh, I think A-Ran's in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, same for me. When I first saw this game, I was like, I wasn't expecting a side-scroller.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'll give it that much.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
expect
like
me to play a side-scrolling platformer?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. When I hear Henry Hatsworth and I hear it's a puzzle game, I'm like, oh, it's like Professor Layton, right?
Holy dang, these do 2.5 hearts worth of damage.
It's that orange color, man. It changes everything. I'm kind of surprised how well this game has been able to balance, like, enemy fighting and platforming. Because it does both pretty well.
I'm gonna think this through here, because I'm low on blocks. Oh, never mind. No, I'm not. I'm full on super meter already. Gee whiz, this is kind of a brutal combination of enemies here, if I'm gonna be honest.
Well, they gotta shake it up on the last few levels here.
Sheesh. These freaking half towers just... They're not nice.
It sure makes you appreciate the robot more, doesn't it?
I don't know how much damage these do. I assume it's not 2.5, but I'm not gonna take the risk. Well, what to do now? I don't trust myself to make that jump.
Can you reach that top wall there?
Which wall?
The one right above you.
No, definitely not.
It's like high.
That's unfortunate.
I was like, can you just barely grab the corner?
I can get back to 7 health. I'm just gonna try to respawn those platforms.
Yeah, you probably have to scroll the screen.
Oh, I missed that guy in the first place.
Luckily, you don't have to go too far.
Let's make sure we're as prepared as we possibly can be before getting on this thing.
Elevator section.
I don't know. I'm going in semi-blind, as I have been with a lot of this, because again, it's been years since I played this game. I mean, I'm at 5 hearts. What could happen? Oh, this is the end!
Oh. Yeah, it did look pretty, endish.
Oh, that's probably from the other path. We'll never know how much cash was
It's like that World 4 secret.
We'll never know how much cash I missed. This point might as well go for the end of the game. There's only 1 level and a boss left.
Last level.
It's not like this level's gonna take me 45 minutes. An hour later. Nah.
1 hour later.
What did I even... Can those red guys cause earthquakes? Or did I just totally miss myself getting hit there?
I was expecting those to drop for some reason.
Yeah, I was too, if we're gonna be frank.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to switch back to the blue turret guy, but he's got so little HP. It's like I can kill him with like 1 hit from the boomerang, which is rarely the case.
It's like a floor 97 in Super Paper Mario's Pit.
Oh.
We gotta just have 1 room full of a beginning game enemy. Oh, okay, that one it does do that.
Only when I make it do that.
Yeah, I don't know what. You're probably not supposed to stand on them for too long.
I think I like cut it with my sword.
Oh.
I assume that's what that was, at least.
Mario, the chain, attack the chain.
This can actually hit in front of me. I mean, I guess I could use the...
It's a chain reaction.
If I'd remembered that jump was gonna happen, I might have survived. Yeah, you know, maybe I do want the boomerang after all. Because then I don't even have to worry about landing.
How would you ever save yourself down there with those blocks?
Well, if you see them coming in advance.
Looks like it'd be a little hard to do that.
Well, I forgot they were there. But I should have been able to save myself there. Wrong, several wrong buttons. Okay, that cuts that too. Sweet. So this is a horrible choice.
Oh no.
Can I continue on this way, or do I have to backtrack? Okay, I can continue. For now, at least.
And then it's a big wall of spikes at the end.
With just enough, like, footholds to, like, give you
Yeah,
some false
yeah.
sense of...
Hey, if I was a level designer designing the final stage, I would definitely probably do something like that.
Oh, right, those can do that too. Gee whiz. I do not remember this. I must have had a different power-up last time I played this level. I feel like I'd remember a gimmick like this. You just have to keep moving. Finally, a level that just strictly hard counters my comboing tendencies. Just like, no, if you use 2 sword attacks, you're already dead.
At least you can save yourself pretty easily.
Yeah, this wall just kind of goes on forever, so I'm just gonna hole out here till that guy finally decides to not have HP. Also, my favorite mechanic from every game ever! The let's go through all the previous worlds level.
Wait, really? I thought this was like one of those bonus areas.
It was.
Oh.
And now it's not. You know, I would have preferred the walk down memory lane where all we got were those little blue guys that died in one hit.
Yeah.
I was totally safe and then walked straight forward into him.
It's that totally unnecessary thing you do before you fight Dementio in 8-3.
Yeah. That's the one that stands out.
I mean, plenty of games do this sort of thing, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Rhythm Heaven does it, and it's not obnoxious, because it happens in 3 minutes. And
game. A lot of Zelda game final dungeons tend to do this, where it's like, hey, it's the these dungeon mechanics again.
Yeah, the only Zelda game that I've actually completely played is Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, most final dungeons tend to do what Ganon's Castle does.
We're just gonna wait for these to light up, because these bats are actually well placed.
Probably could have made that with a dash jump, but always better safe.
I feel like whatever projectile I choose is going to be the wrong one, so I might as well go for the one that I'm gonna stick with if I die anyway. We're reprising that secret area that just has 10 billion of these lagging the game to heck.
I'm sure those platforms aren't helping either.
Oh, what, the lag?
Yeah.
And now I have, like, about 6 robots worth of enemies in the bottom screen. Oh, I just spent half a meter of energy? Don't worry, I'll get that back in one combo. Bet I fight him 5 times. Please tell me that's not actually the case. That'd be so obnoxious. There was no reason to do this robot thing, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll fill it up in no time.
Blue. Oh, purple? Did I double match there?
This boss just kind of looks like it eats your time more than anything, really.
I love the 4 combo when I literally wasn't trying to do that. It just happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice. There are other blocks stuck at the top of the screen, so this guy's just trapped here. So long as I have blocks to match. Have to deal with like 2 enemies at the top of the screen. What? That's not fair, game. Why would you do this?
Wait, why'd he get his health back?
I don't know!
I have no idea either, actually.
Waste more time.
Man, I was just joking.
Why is it letting it scroll to the top now? It wasn't before.
I mean, okay, at least he didn't get his health back for some reason.
Oh, wrong color. Please don't get your health back a 3rd time, for crying out loud. This had better not happen 5 times.
Please don't get your health or your hat back.
Already 2 hours in the stream, man. This literally will take like an hour at this rate if I have to do that 5 times. And like nobody wants to watch that.
Though to be fair, we were prepared for the long haul with this one.
Okay, that's kind of obnoxious that he can hit me from there.
This just terrifies me to know what would happen if you got a game over in this level.
Oh gosh.
You know,
now you've asked the game that.
Yeah. Just pretend I was never here.
So wow, there's so many enemies just queued up to attack me.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's like a counter for how many enemies are waiting there.
Wait, spikes? Game? You didn't tell me about that. Was I not paying attention?
Oh, you didn't have that like 5-second animation of Hatsworth standing there.
They're like, oh no!
I should run from these, maybe.
Stop freaking contact damaging me, for crying out loud. Just get me out of the screen. Go away. There we go. So much less on the screen now. I swear if you throw those bats at me. A frame perfect jumps.
Is it copying the level design like exactly from old levels? I can't really tell.
I don't know.
Well, it's keeping new enemies, so.
They figured one throwback was enough. Maybe I do want the bomb. I expected that to do more than that.
At least now we've established how much damage these guys do.
Yeah, more than I currently have. Or actually, as much as I currently have.
It's also a good thing those don't hit you when they fall apart.
Trading hits. Totally worth it. That is not where I would have expected that to fall. This is really just more obnoxious than anything.
Yeah. Just a literal wall.
It's like the Alolan Executor of
Yeah.
puzzle enemies.
Oh man, I love it. I saw this clip on Twitter where a guy threw a Pokeball on top of a Go-Goat that was Alolan Executor, so then there was an Executor moving back and forth throughout the stage very fast.
Fine.
Speaking of Smash, some melee scenes are actually banning freaking Icy's wobbling because it's super dumb.
It's like
The what now?
The Ice Climber's wobble grab.
Yeah, I thought that was like, I thought that was always banned, or at least heavily frowned upon.
Believe me, it is frowned upon. I saw like a compilation from Mr. Pickle yesterday, and I'm just like, oh my god, why did they allow this?
I mean, I'd pretty
So
miffed too
ridiculous.
if I just got like locked in place and could not do anything about it.
Like seriously, I saw a Fox go from 4 stocks against 1 Icy stock and just get 4 stock return combo. That's how dumb wobbling is.
Yeah, gotta love Melee,
but
man.
guys, Melee is a perfect game.
Yeah, right? Melee is the pinnacle of game balance.
All 5 of its stages and all 8 of its characters are amazing. This is not to be taken as a statement of any belief about. Oh gosh, come on, really? Sheesh. Okay, this is super bad news. Wait, I have a robot. I don't even know where I got all that power from, but I'll take it. I'm just gonna like take one hit from that guy like being on top of me and just immediately. I half expected for it to just drain all of my energy at once. Just continue on in robot mode. Why was there a single gem in that? Okay, I think we can quit with the robot thing now. Hey, a blue chest out in the open. I finally get one.
Oh, hey. Oh yeah, I forgot you didn't get that one in the last level, didn't you?
Nope. That alone is gonna fill my energy bar all the way. Oh. So close.
Okay, so we're going with lava from...
Nobody wants to relive the water section of the world.
Yeah, I usually like water levels more than fire levels myself.
Depends on the type of game.
I am reminded again of Proton John's Death Water.
Thought I should have shot two, but apparently not.
What was that, Death Water?
Yeah. Why is there lava on the floor? Or is it secretly death water? It's death water.
That's literally what it is in Mario Sunshine. It's literal water. It's just the poison water recolored to be lava.
The lava damage boosts. Again, with the single gem in a chest. Like, this isn't just an area just co-opted from an earlier level. Because, like, then I guess it would make sense if you already got the chest once. But, like, this is a unique area. Why would you put a chest that has one gem in it?
Yeah, sometimes near the end of games, developers just like to have fun.
So weird.
Just do stupid things like that.
We've just leached the puzzle world of all of its treasure. We really just need to cut it out already, I think. It's lore. Alright, we have the fake out red guys. Walked right into it, too. I know, bottom screen, I'll get to you in a sec. Look at the tops of those shafts.
These guys really look like a...
They look like what?
These guys look like a kind of Goombas when they're about to explode.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of do anyway.
I mean, they basically are. At least the regular ones.
I was still under 5 health. Or at 5 health, I should say. How about I stand here, where the ground is guaranteed to still be there?
This would probably be really hard if it weren't for those blocks.
Can't reach that guy from here. I literally have to use projectiles.
Well, gonna be here for a bit.
Wait, am I literally just safe here? Okay, that's dumb. But preferable to whatever else I was doing. Wow, right at this guy. I appreciate...
That's actually stupid. Wow.
So hilarious. It's just like, wait, so literally nothing is all I have to do to avoid this?
Wow. Wow.
Dang it!
That's something special.
Would have expected some sort of contact damage there or something, but perfectly safe. Why? Why would you put 2 of these in here?
Because final stage.
It's like freaking Fry Guys. Because if I fail to combo once, I'm just instantly covered. These guys. Okay. we go.
I assume we won't get a World 5 throwback within World 5.
It's just fighting that mid-boss guy 10 times in a row.
Sounds like Bravely Default.
Oh, why am I powering this up? This doesn't get... Oh! I thought I still had the bomb. Why do they all just stand still there? Gee whiz. Just throw 10 billion of these guys at me.
Not even Subspace ever got this crazy.
Dang it. At least I didn't lose any significant progress.
Those do look like very frustrating enemies.
I keep forgetting that my uppercut has as much range, as like vertical range, as my downward thrust when I'm on the ground, so I can actually reach those guys without having to do the super laggy, like, downward sweep move.
Yeah.
The problem with these guys is just don't give you any super energy to work with compared to a bunch of little enemies. So maybe I was supposed to fill up on the first guy.
At least you got him stuck here.
Be ideal if I could manage to get the robot power.
Yeah, this definitely looks pretty dang hard.
Where's Z targeting when you need it? I should be able to robot from here.
And then watch this just be the very end, though.
It won't be. There's gotta be at least 10 more of those guys.
We gotta fill up the whole screen with them.
Nope, that was the end.
Yeah, I kinda had a feeling.
Cool.
Why do you honestly keep calling it right?
Well, at least there wasn't some long section before the next portal.
Yeah. There's just no point in doing the downward stab because you're just gonna have a new guy right where the other guy was. I'm sure this is a portent of what? What? Oh. Lower platforms out of range. Why? Oh, enemies.
Man, World 4 loved doing that, didn't it?
Line jumps.
Yeah, blind jumps. Having to fall to platforms you can't see.
Dang it, there went all that power. Hello, upward conveyor belts. I didn't realize that was upward.
I sure hope it's going up. I don't know what else you'd do.
Conveyor belt fights. Always fun.
Everyone's favorite.
Set stuff up ready to just...
Bring out the robot. It's like that one mini-boss in Mega Man 11 everyone hates when they have to fight it on a treadmill.
Just like Boom Boom, he was so tough on that conveyor belt in the fortress with the maze.
Because, you know, Boo Boom is so, he was so hard the first, like, 20 times.
Mario 3 is the best game of all time, and don't you disparage it.
Only plebs like Galaxy. Personally, I always thought Reznor was a more fun mid-boss than Boom Boom.
Oh, I mean, you're not wrong. Boom Boom is the hit 3 times and win fight.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. Reznor is just kind of the same thing 4 times, too.
I mean, at least it's a platforming challenge.
Can we please be at the end of the level? Yes! We're gonna finish it as a robot. No, we're not. Because I move faster when not a robot.
Gotta love marathon final levels.
Wow, I had got 4,000 gems from that last chest.
I mean, it's the last one. Gotta make it count.
I doubt this will even matter, honestly. Which of these is the most, like... I don't think this is gonna matter much. Because we just gotta... We got... it's just kind of arbitrary which of these I take. Alrighty, well, got this far.
Yeah, final boss time.
Here's to hoping that my audio doesn't just totally destroy itself trying to play this music.
And now we gotta fight Weaselbee in 3 phases like Wario, right?
Yes, clearly. Weaselbee, Bunnyhood Weaselbee, and Fire Weaselbee. We got a reprise of
I don't know.
his Boss 4 form first.
Except from what I saw in the boss video, he has like way less health.
Spoilers, man.
No, I just meant his health. His health.
Whatever, man. He could always be comboed like that. Why is it always the ambient wind that this thing has the most trouble with?
Yeah. And yeah, it's it was one of these plots.
He had the power all along.
I do like that line there.
nothing the whole time. Who lead you?
So was Weaselby a robot, or was he just Cole in disguise the whole game?
Apparently. Possibly both.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle there.
The machine!
Wait, how does Hatsworth have the masterpiece? When do we get that?
He doesn't. I don't
okay.
believe.
Fair enough.
I hope I don't have to watch that entire sequence every time I die. The trick would be not dying, but I don't have too much confidence I'll be able to manage that.
I was expecting some sort of, like, puzzle god monster as the final boss, but no.
It's your underappreciated, sidekick guy. Obviously the main villain in every sort of game like this. So just listen to this background music here.
Yeah, it's really good.
Boy, this just goes on. Yes, I dodged it the first 10 times.
Hey, patience is a skill players need to have.
Oh, well, there was a heart in my puzzle at some point, 10 ages ago. Good to see that 3 levels of Heart Finder I bought are coming to reviews.
Nah, you don't need Heartfinder, man. No one needs Heartfinder.
I could probably be getting some hits in on the sides.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just have to jump up and you can hit them, right?
It's hard to do that while dodging the laser.
I mean, this
Yeah.
didn't look too hard from what I've seen of it, though.
I just drained all that puzzle meter for nothing. Or that super meter, rather.
So, I just assume that his attacks just deal a lot of damage is all.
They do, except I think I took 2 hits at once, because I jumped right into him. I don't think it normally does 3 damage.
I think 4 is the most we've seen from anything in this game.
Was expecting 4. Not 5. I suppose I should have seen that it was shorter than the spike wall. Okay, good. I don't have to sit through that whole first cutscene again. For once, the game is learning.
I mean, this game has been pretty good with that sort of thing.
Really hasn't. It's just this is the first opportunity it's had to skip a phase that, like, actually makes sense to skip. Because it was just for show.
Did you have to do that for the other bosses too? Sit through the dialogue each time?
I mean, clearly Cole was the one that was in charge of the shop, so he knew those Hardfinder upgrades weren't going to do anything.
Yeah.
Somebody when he just sits in one place. Whoop! Wasn't expecting that right off the bat again. Wow, same exact location 6 times in a row.
This would be the speedrunning RNG, probably.
This is why the melee is way more important than the projectiles. I mean, I could be doing projectile damage, but I imagine it'll be better to get the robot when that's a thing that has a chance of happening.
Yeah, I guess that is what they're going for, huh? Kind of a parallel with your robots here.
Am I supposed to solve puzzle to keep that down? That would make some degree of sense. That's really cool, though.
Yeah, like actually. If they had more patterns for those projectiles, it'd be harder, but just looks like the same two.
Yeah, junk blocks. It took this long for those to be a thing.
Finally embracing the Puyo Puyo elements.
I don't know why I'm comboing. The gems have no purpose anymore. I probably could go to robot mode right now and get some free damage in. Yeah, I just figured this attack was gonna come up soon, so that's why I didn't do it right away. That's the only hard thing in this whole thing. Hitting that dang thing spot on 4 times.
Ah, I don't like when bosses have insta-kill moves like this.
That's the reason I stopped playing the game the first time.
Oh, really?
It just took me a lot of tries.
That
Like
bad, huh?
it's not that bad, but like I just had a lot of trouble with that for some reason. Okay, I really shouldn't have been hit there. I really shouldn't have been hit there.
Insta-kill things in bosses with this much health is always kind of
Actually, I think I used to use the robot mode to cheese that when it was at a like mid-height. At a high height, there's not much you can do, but at a mid-height, you can
Yeah, is that the same problem with those like totem enemies where the hitbox is stupidly small for some reason?
and just like not centered with where the attack looks
Yeah.
like it's gonna hit. Yeah. I should probably just take the death because I had lost all that meter because I was getting too greedy. But I don't know. I don't think robot mode really is gonna speed this up all that much.
Well, I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and head off. I'm gonna wish you the best of luck in the rest of this and the ending, and you all have a good night.
See you around,
See ya.
Dawn. I don't even think I have enough to get it back up
Get
to...
this sooner or later.
Say what?
We'll get this sooner or later. To be fair, this doesn't look hard.
No, I mean, at least these attacks are really easy to dodge. It's only when I get greedy that I get hit.
Yeah, getting shoved into those spikes was also an insta-kill, wasn't it?
Top spikes, I assume. Oh, those
No,
side
the
spikes,
first
yeah.
time, yeah, the side
but, I
ones.
mean, that was entirely my fault. That's
Yeah, yeah.
so easy
Otherwise,
to dodge.
It looks easy enough.
Don't want to match that just yet. Shoot. Didn't want to do that either.
This is also something the kind of boss fight I'd expect from Mega Man X, like a Sigma fight or something.
Should be enough to kill. I should take that heart so I don't immediately go back, except I don't have anything to match it with. That's where Puzzle Meter could come in handy. Or I could just match the other heart.
Is that lightning bolt gonna do you any good?
It'll do some. I don't think it can hit the switch. Ooh, this could be really useful if it gets in a really awkward spot, though. Keep that in mind. Oh, look! Didn't want to do that. That'll work. Now I do double damage. And I still barely did it because I missed twice.
Yeah, it does look pretty hard. Well, not hard, just awkward. Just awkward.
So much easier at that low position. Yeah, there's really
and
just...
he's spamming it.
Frickin' A. Finally. Shoot, I'm gonna get hit by that.
When the walls start getting closer, I wonder if it'd be better to like hang out on the opposite wall and start aiming at it that way.
With what?
No, just when the walls are like really close together, hang on the opposite wall, and you'd have an easier time hitting it.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I
I don't remember if he ever stopped spamming this. That's the problem. Or else I'd just use the robot immediately. Dang it! Skip it. I'm gonna use it now while I have it. Get some free damage in.
Yeah, that definitely does some damage. The good old, how do we make this fight harder? Let's just add regular enemies in there.
I think that's what makes it easier, actually.
Well, and this game's a special case, so...
I think he put up his shield in time.
Because enemies in this game actually give you a lot of advantages.
Oh wait, can I... I might be able to get that. Because if I can go robot mode right now, I might be able to just end it. I'm just glad you get so much of your super meter back after coming out of robot mode when you do.
Yeah. Didn't one of the secret level like rewards give you like more time in the puzzle?
Maybe. That's not a pressing thing unless you really need to wait for more rows.
Yeah, but I mean, it's every little bit helps, I guess.
It's more of a thing in Gentleman mode, which I think will show a little bit of. It's like a new game plus thing. Yeah, Robot makes this so much easier.
Yeah, he tried spamming those walls a heck of a lot, but I got through it just fine.
Don't know what that piece is, sadly.
Golden orb.
How am I gonna pay? Oh no. It just gives you like a free 10,000 gems. Well,
but
2,000.
It's like Earthbound. It's like Earthbound, where it's a key item that you have to give to someone.
Oh, that has been Henry Hatsworth. I think it's a fun game. I think...
Yeah. I thought it was a cool game.
Its difficulty curve is a bit sporadic in, like, where it wants to increase. I'm glad that 5-5 didn't end up being as much of a pain as I remembered it being. Yeah. It's like, oh no, we're starting off with a mid-boss fight fought twice in a row. This bodes well. And here we get to see Hatsworth putting back the hat.
Oh, yeah, I kinda forgot about that. I kinda forgot that wasn't a thing he always had.
I always love games that have, like, graphics of the team that put the game together.
Yeah.
Or Kirby Superstar, where you have Kirby doing rough imitations of all the jobs.
Is that where that came from in that one corruption where Kirby just cycled through all these animations?
Most of the ones that happened to stop on happened to be, like, not... they happen to be, like unused sprites.
Yeah.
So good old Gene Rosenberg and his soundtrack. Lance Banson. Now we get to see the Where Are You Now?
Yeah.
Where are they now, rather?
I always like when games do these.
Still as handsome without his hair.
It's on the chin, man.
This is just needlessly confusing here. Like, so is Weaselby an actual person that he was impersonating?
Yeah, right. Does he have his own will in all this?
But wait! Only behaves for real gentlemen, obviously.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like turning younger really gave you any tangible advantages besides having more health.
I like how they knew this was like one of the best normal level themes, so they just stuck it in the credits. But yeah, I don't know what exactly the streaming schedule is going to look like in the nearish future, but I'll probably do some one-offs, Smash or whatever else, before getting back to a normal series again.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I have an idea of what I want my next game to be, but I may do a poll anyway just to gauge what people want to see afterward.
And then that's when you veto it.
And that's when I veto it. It's like, yeah, no, we're doing like
Yeah, no.
Henry Hatsworth 2, the sequel. No, we're gonna stream Gentleman mode the whole way through. Nah.
Is this like Okami, where there's a super obscure sequel no one knows about?
Yeah, not quite. It never got a real sequel. I think there might have been a spiritual successor at some point by the same team, but Hatsworth was just a one-off deal.
For what it is, looks really fun though.
Yeah, and again, it's super cheap, pretty easy to get, and you can play it on any old DS, 3DS.
Wouldn't expect a game like this from EA, to be honest.
Yeah, it's interesting that they published it.
Yeah, they've done weirder, I guess. They made the Simpsons game on Wii, which I still have.
Yeah, this was made out of the Orlando studio too, which I very well might have ended up working at if I'd applied there back in the day. Knew a handful of people from my grad school that ended up going there, and I think some of them might still be there.
So you got to meet some of these people, right?
I got to meet the composer, which was
the composer
working in at the place I was working in New York. Actually, that was really surprising.
That's a heck of a coincidence. To be fair, New York is a big place.
I could say he does look kind of like that sprite, if that's supposed to be him on the bottom right.
Does he wear a hat like that too?
I'm not sure what the hat is supposed to be,
yeah,
so
no.
Probably not.
It's like a doctor's hat or something.
And now we get the choice. Wipe all our progress? I mean, yeah, because there's not really much else to do.
Yeah.
Now we have New Hat Plus. I'll show a little bit of the first level. Can I skip this opening cutscene? Yes.
One of the best changes Wind Waker HD added was the ability to skip the really long opening cutscene.
Oh, never mind, this is still part of the tutorial-ish section. Oh, I don't have a sword to swing. Only a cane. Do I still have a dash? No. I don't remember if you keep
so
all your powers.
Game plusy.
I think all you keep are the upgrades. I mean, I do have 5 health at the moment.
Yeah, that's something.
I think all the suit parts you would have to regain.
Hey, remember that trick for that one secret in 5.1?
Now, look at that puzzle scroll. Much faster it is. You can totally tell, I'm sure. Yeah, it's not immediately obvious, perhaps, but it is scrolling like over 3 times as fast as it used to. And look how much faster the puzzle meter bar goes down. Like, that actually... You will actually get kicked out of the puzzle. Unless you buy upgrades to that.
So it's have more of a use now, I guess.
And also I just took a damage and a half from contact. Because you take an extra damage from everything in Gentleman mode.
An extra how much?
An extra heart of damage from everything.
Oh, okay.
So even contact damage is 1.5. at minimum.
It's an odd number.
But it's cool, because I heal back to 9. Sheesh. So much dialogue you still have to watch. Wow, really? They make you still do the the tutorials? Alright, I think we've seen enough of this.
You just have to take your word on this one. It's like how the hero mode in Skyward Sword added the ability to skip cutscenes. It's like, you can only do this on your second time, sorry.
But yeah, that's been it from Henry Hatsworth. This has been JDH64, Cloudy K9, and Aron. I guess I'll sign off. I will send out a poll at some point, and hope to see you again whenever I stream whatever I stream next.
Sounds good.